Hello, 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 and welcome to another live stream here at Adobe on Behance. Today, I'm with one of my best buddies, Liv.
Hey, Maddy.
This is our first stream together.
I know. I can't believe we haven't had one together yet, but this is really fun. I'm excited to do it.
I'm loving it. And I've already been laughing in the green room on the way in already. It's just so fun. And we've both got our caps.
I know. I'm going to take mine off in a minute because I can't stream.
Yeah. I'm loving it. I'm honestly, summer's not over because you still need caps.
Yeah.
I'm loving it. How are you doing? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, enjoying a bit of sunshine today and excited to chat about all the new things that are coming to Adobe Express.
Yes, it is. Do you know what? I think going to Adobe Max, being in person for the first time in ages was just so good.
It was amazing, yeah.
Oh, it was so good. I'm so glad I got to meet up with you a couple of times whilst we were there.
Yeah.
So that was really good. And obviously seeing Tony, seeing the rest of the Adobe Live crew. And so community is what this is all about. And so, not only was it good to see people, but all of the things that they announced at Max.
I know.
Still, I haven't played with that yet.
Oh, it's so fun. I'm like obsessed. Yeah.
I haven't done it yet. I keep thinking I want to draw something and then weave it through some words, but I haven't sat down long enough to draw anything. But I have been in Adobe Express, and I've been in there a lot actually since Max. So yes. Oh, and by the way, everybody, we want to say hello because I've seen so many faces in there. And thanks for staying with us, because I think with the time change, our clocks in the UK went back last Sunday, so we gained an hour.
Confusing.
I know, and I feel like it made a weird adjustment. I've been tired. I feel like I've needed a nap most days. I don't know if that's just getting older or just clocks. I don't know what to blame for that. But Jane was first in an hour early. Jane, if you're still here, it's so good for you to still be here. So Jane, hey, Caroline, who else have we got? Oliver as well. Hey, Oliver, Antonella. And I can see, so many people here. Sean as well. So everybody, it's so great to see you. If you've got any questions for Liz while we're going through some of the Adobe Express updates, all the cool things, pop them in the chat, or any comments are good. And if my lighting is strange, I don't know what's going on. I think the sunlight. so every now and then my whole.
You just look very angelic all of a sudden.
Well, I don't know about that, but it's all. Yeah, so apologies in advance. It's the color, I love brighten things up. So Liz, what are we going to go through today?
Well, I thought we'd first off start chatting through a few of the things that they announced at Max about Adobe Express. None of them are actually live yet in Express, so we can't sort of demo them, but we are going to sort of go through and do a bit of a demo afterwards. Basically taking a brand from Illustrator and sort of going through the whole process of setting it up in Adobe Express. And we'll touch on a lot of the features that have been rolling out in the last few months. But so yeah, there was some exciting features that were announced at Max. I don't know, were there any that you were particularly excited about from what they shared?
Yeah, I think for me, I just love the fact that they've launched this and they've given this now to it's free for nonprofits.
Yeah, so that was amazing. And I know so many, I've got so many friends that work at charities and things who that's just going to be so great for. So yeah, if anyone watching this, works for a nonprofit, for a charity, then I think I've got if you just Google it, I've got up a blog post about it, but you can find information. I can just share my screen and you can basically just go on here and apply. And you can get Adobe Express Premium for your nonprofit, which is amazing. And will be so handy for different teams. I think the one that I was really excited about because it looked amazing was there was a lot of talk about AI, and there was this feature here that they talked about that's going to come to Adobe Express, which is basically neural effects for text. And so you would type in your text and then you would basically pick something like orchid leaves, and the AI would generate completely unique every time, because there's just so many different options in there. And I think like as a designer, you know, coming up with stuff that's really unique is really important. And so, yeah, I think this is going to be a game changer. And I chatted to a few of the guys from Adobe who worked on it. And yeah, one of them was saying that his daughter had played around with it and it was really addictive. So I think this is going to be a really fun one when it comes out. I can't wait.
Agree. Yeah, the uniqueness of it is it's just all the ideas, right, that it can give you. Especially when you're feeling like you're in a bit of a rut and you're thinking, what can I do? What can I change about this if you're staring at something for too long as well, you know?
Yeah, just sparking some new ideas, definitely.
Exactly. No, I agree. And the other thing for me that will actually, it will help me in the way that I work, in the streams that I work in, is the collaboration features. Because we do so many, express things for events. We do a lot of save the dates. We do a lot of, QR codes and bits like that into a lot of our work. And there's a team of us working on it. And so the collaboration thing, just, oh my gosh.
It's going to be so good. And so basically there's, when you're working on a project over in Adobe Express, it's going to be a little button up at the top. And what's kind of crazy about it is that you can like see what other people are doing on the project, you know, like in live time. So you can both be working on it at the same time. So yeah, I think for teams or even small business owners who've maybe like got a VA or someone else that they work with, I think that's going to be a really handy tool as well.
Well, yeah. And it's the way we're used to working in other things as well. So if we're working in Google Docs or if we're working on a SharePoint in Microsoft, we can always see each other working. But now having that, it's just, we're used to, you know, it's just like, you know, it's going to be the new norm.
Yeah. The other thing that was quite cool is that Adobe Express is going to be available like within other things. So I think the first one is they're partnering with Wix. So if you have a Wix website, you're going to be able to like use a lot of the Adobe Express functionality, I think, from like right within Wix, which is going to streamline the process for a lot of people of creating, you know, like assets for their website, creating graphics. So that'll be interesting to see how that rolls out going forward. What else is there? Oh, there was there's going to be like video, the video stuff is going to get really good in Adobe Express. So they announced that you'll be able to edit video, audio, so like for making reels and TikToks, which is what I love doing at the moment. That is going to be brilliant. So I'm excited for those to come out as well.
Yeah, no, that will be good. And I think the fact that we can work on something collaboratively and then jump from one app to another. And I think we're going to do a bit of that today, right, in Illustrator and do
we're going to start off in Illustrator today, but and this again isn't quite there yet, but what is going to be really nice is that you will be able to seamlessly jump from like app to app with your project. So you might be working on something in Adobe Express, but then you want to open it up in Photoshop or in Illustrator, and there's just going to be like a button that does that really seamlessly for you. So that is really exciting. But I'll get started, and then maybe if anyone's got any questions in the chat, or if anyone wants to ask any questions about the new features, they can do that. But here I have some branding, a logo that I created for a fictional chocolate company on a previous Adobe Live. And so I'm going to be packaging this up so that we can take it over into Adobe Express and set it all up as if this was a real business and how they might use it. So what I'm going to start off doing is just save all of these as PNGs so that I can then load them up. Into Adobe Express.
Choc. Is that it?
Boca Choc. Yeah, that was a name. It's all made up. I had to come up with a fictional chocolate company, but it was really fun to design. So let me just save those.
And if you have any questions for Liz or any comments or anything like that, pop it in the chat. Let us know. So this is cool.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is hopefully just go through the whole process of setting up a brand. So we'll head over to brands, and I've already got my brand set up, but we're going to set one up for Boca Choc, which, this is a fictional chocolate company. When I was working on this, it just made me want to eat chocolate the whole time. So what we'll do is we'll find all of our PNGs, and we'll just start off with one of them and get that loaded up. And then we'll start. Annika's in the chat, and Annika hosted me when I did this, so she remembers. She remembers this brand. So what I really like about this is it just makes life easier for you. So it is already giving me the color from the logo, so I can start off with that color, and in a minute we'll go back in and we'll add more colors. And I love that it gives you like a preview, so it shows you how it's going to look on different templates already, which is really helpful. And then we'll just go and set up our fonts, and I'm going to go for something pretty just like classic and yeah, like a simple sans serif. So we'll go for Lato Bold.
And Tony's in the chat. And
Tony,
chocolate right now. I am with you, Tony. I could honestly, right? You should have told me that we were doing chocolate.
I know, sorry, we could have all had chocolate snacks on hand.
I was searching. I'm like, what have I got? There's always some supplies somewhere. So
okay, so here we've got our brand kit. Now I'm just going to go through and add some of the other logos so that we've got variations to work with.
I love that it gives you the previews so that you can see what it would look like on there. It just makes really everything helpful. Faster, doesn't it?
It's, yeah, I think that's the thing that's amazing about Adobe Express, is it just speeds things up so much. And that's why I think it works so well for, like, if you're not used to design, you know, if you're not as comfortable using like other Adobe products, like it's really accessible. But also if you are a designer, you know, like there's still so many ways that you can use it to speed up your process. I've got loads of different options of the logo here, so I'll just upload a few of them.
Loving it. Oliver's like, is there ever a time when chocolate isn't needed? No,
basically that is the answer. Also, Sean's got some Adobe Live. He's got an Adobe Live candy bar.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I
didn't get one of those.
Yeah.
Oh, that one. Yeah, I have got one of those. Oh, that was amazing. I've already eaten mine though. I'm impressed you still got yours.
Tanya designed it. Well, no, because it's too pretty to eat.
Yeah, that is true.
But then I suppose, how long can you keep it for before you crack this open? I don't know. Apparently until March 2023.
Okay. That's how long you're waiting for. Right, so I'm just going to add some of the other colors in here so that we've got a few options to play with.
Liking the pastel colors and the...
Yeah, I went for sort of brightish colors, but also with the like browns and like a white, you know, the sort of chocolate colors as well, which was quite nice. I've got my hex codes here, so I'm just putting those in.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so it's really nice and handy.
I didn't know that we could do that, because you know what I do? I end up opening the HSP sliders and writing down this is how bad I am. I write down the numbers, the 3 different numbers, and I write it down so I never forget the color. But now I didn't realize.
You can do it that way as well, definitely.
But this way is much
okay.
better.
So we've got some of our colors in, and then I'm just going to play around with. I think I'm just going to go for Lato for both of these. I've
been using Montserrat a lot lately in Adobe Express.
Oh, that's really popular. Yeah, people love Montserrat. Okay, great. So I've got Lato Bold as my sort of like headline font, and then Lato Regular for my body.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we've basically got our brand kit set up. Now, if we say we were colleagues and this was our business, Maddy, then I would invite you here so that you could then be part of this, you know, you could have access to this brand kit. And it just means that then when you're working in Adobe Express, you would be able to access all the assets as well and use them. So this is going to be, well, the way I'm going to use this going forward is going to be for clients that I've designed branding for. So I will create the brand kit and then I'll invite them to it, and then they'll be able to use it in their Adobe Express. So that'll be really handy. So the next thing we're going to do is head over to libraries, and we're going to create a new library. And again, libraries is such a time-saving tool because you can access it from any like Adobe product. So if you are working between different products, then yeah, absolute game changer.
Oh, it is. I remember doing Photoshop ping pong or Photoshop tennis with Tim and Tony. And I was adding all of these images from Adobe Stock into this library. And
nice.
From that point on, I think it became my default library. So or Tim and Tony would get months later all of the images that I was using for work. They were
I'm going to add some of the mock-ups that I made of the brand, and then we'll also find some
so cool.
Stock images as well that we can put in. I made some mock-ups of like the chocolate bar. What I loved about this mock-up was that you could add like the little logo to the bars of chocolate. So that was quite fun.
I love this. In Express?
No, I did this on a live in Illustrator, but this was just a mock-up in Photoshop that I added, like I could add these bits to. So let's see what else I've got. I've got some like story kind of templates as well, but I'll leave it at that for now. And then what I'm going to do is go back to the home. I'm going to start a project. We're going to start making some templates, and then we can add some more stock images over to our library. So,
and isn't there something, tell me if I'm wrong, but I could have sworn I saw this at Adobe Max, where they had an image that we were bringing into Express, and that we were actually able to transform that image to drag it to different, like a different radius than just a flat image. We were able to almost drag it across like a diagonal surface or something.
Oh, I don't remember that. Maybe. I feel like there's so many exciting new things coming. It's hard to keep track of it all.
Oh, true.
Okay, so I'm gonna see if I can find some chocolate sort of images that I could use over here. Oh, there's like a chocolate video as well, which is this isn't a video, but there's some, I found some good chocolate videos in the video stock library as well before. I love
Tim has put in the chat. Sorry, Liz, that was
a sneak. Yeah.
Thanks, Tim. Do you know what? I was like, I'm sure I saw it somewhere.
So we have to hope that it comes.
Yeah.
It might come. So now I am going, what I need to do is I'm just going to head back to my brands, and I am just going to make this my default brand so that it comes up nice and easily for me. Let's head back to our project. So I'm just going to make some.
That chocolate looks so
it looks nice, doesn't it? So you can see I've got all my like different logos and stuff here. So I might just put this pink one on, create some nice templates that I could use to promote it on Instagram stories. Yeah, the sneaks were amazing at Max. That was so fun. Tony was like warning me that my mind was going to be blown, and I absolutely loved it.
It is like, do you know, I always say to people, it's like goosebumps. Like you really do get goosebumps. And I've never met a person that's not had the goosebumps.
Yeah.
At either the keynote or sneaks.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was cool. And Kevin Hart was pretty entertaining as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
I loved how he felt like all of the people presenting weren't as impressed by him as they should have been. But they were like so focused on like presenting what they'd been working on. It was really cute.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it is good. It's funny, over the last few years we've had some really fun sneaks. And I was just trying to think of one of the funnier ones that I'm sat there laughing with Tony normally in the audience.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah, I got to sit with Tony to watch it, and it was really fun. We were right at the very, very back though. Did you get a good seat?
I was to the side.
Okay.
So, but still, yeah, good. It was, right. And it was online as well, so it was virtual as well. So who was watching virtually?
Yeah.
So, I'm sure that, there's a lot of people.
Yeah, come and tell us in the chat what your favorite sneak was.
Yes.
Right, I'm just going to use the dropper tool to get a nice brown from the image. So I'm just going to design a few of these, and then we're going to save it over into our template so that we're going to end up basically with a whole suite of assets that we can use to promote our fictional chocolate company. Ooh.
Tony said magnetic type.
Oh, yes, that looked amazing.
That did look cool. And Tim, oh my goodness, I had no idea you did this. Watched it live at 2:30 a.m. after having a late dinner with the hosts in Munich. Oh my goodness.
That's dedication, isn't it?
And Oliver was at 1:30 a.m. of course, because the hour difference with the So I was asleep, so watched it later. Yeah, it was late. Yeah. And yet, Umacorn is saying, yep, magnetic type. Yes.
Yeah, that looked really fun.
Cool.
Yeah, and everyone's like loving the intertwine, which obviously wasn't a sneak, but was just, yeah, mind blowing.
That was huge. It was almost like it didn't get enough time.
I know, yeah.
Like it was part of one of the main stage demos, but it was the one thing, like as everyone was leaving the auditorium, all you could hear was intertwine. Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, I still can't believe I've not played with it.
I've seen so many people like sharing online, like, you know, their videos of them giving it a go, which is really cool.
Love it.
Fun. Right, so I'm just making a few options for this.
Tony has shared that you and Tony particularly enjoyed the enthusiasm of the row in front of you.
There was a girl sitting right in front of us who was the most enthusiastic person I have ever encountered in that scenario. And we were a bit like, whoa.
Oh, wow.
She was really into it. Right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to save this as a template. So I'm just going to hit make template. And I'm going to call it Instagram stories. And then I'm just going to toggle down here and find my Bokachock library and save it there.
That's very cool. The template idea. Oh,
that was exciting. Celebrating my project. Sorry, go on.
No, I was just saying that the template idea, that is a big time saver.
Oh,
we use templates huge. A lot in education. So yeah, game changer for teachers, you know?
Definitely, yeah. Okay, let's make an Instagram post and then we'll add that to our templates as well. I'm just checking out the chat. Exciting times.
Yeah.
Right.
Lots of chat around the sneaks and everything.
Yeah, the sneaks was really fun. And the Max Bash was fun as well. We had a good time at that.
Yes, you've got a photo of
oh yeah, I've got a couple of photos. Let me see if I can
we did manage to meet up across, you know, the 5,000 or 6,000 people that were there. We managed to find each other.
The photo of you, me, and Tony at Max. And then there's a picture of me and Tony at the Adobe Express booth, which had this cool neon sign. And then I obviously got a picture of when they were demoing the AI stuff. Was right at the front for the keynotes, which was really fun. So I got a good view of everything. But yeah, fun times. What was your favorite thing about the Max Bash?
Max Bash. Well, so bizarrely, Steve Aoki was going through security about 2 people in front of me as we were going through. You know, you have to walk through the metal detectors and all the things. And I had no idea. And so someone's pointing, saying, "Maddy, that's Steve Aoki." And I'm just like, "Oh my God, where?" Right in front of me. He must have heard me as well. I was like, "Sorry, Steve, you're a legend." But yeah, I was like, "Oh my gosh." But yeah, he was cool. Really, for me, it was just at Max Bash, just seeing everybody.
Yeah, that was
really
so nice.
Everybody. And just that kind of party atmosphere and Adobe Max for me is honestly, it's one of my favorite things in the whole year. Like since I've been at Adobe, it's been nearly 7 years. Oh my gosh, yeah, it's my favorite, my absolute favorite. It's I honestly think that everybody, you know, if you watch virtually or if you can get to go, I highly recommend it. It's so good. The community is everything.
The community, that I was going to say, that was the thing that really, really struck me, was the community aspect. And I just met so many amazing people. I just felt so inspired by all the creativity, the people that I met. I've got the longest list of people to have as guests on my podcast now from Adobe Max.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was really good.
Oh, definitely.
And everyone's just so kind and friendly. It's really nice. It doesn't feel at all it feels really like a really supportive community.
Yes. Oh yeah, no, definitely. It is lovely, isn't it? Yeah, no, Max is good. Oh, this is looking good. That chocolate's making me want to eat.
I know, this is the problem, isn't it? It's just so I'm just gonna setting up some like almost like teaser templates for the like to go on Instagram, like on the grid. So like if you were announcing the brand is my thinking. I'm enjoying these colors as well.
Loving it. Very cool. I also love the fact that you live just down the road from me, Liz.
I like, what are the chances of that, eh?
I know. And it's funny because I normally live so far away from a lot of the other people I work with. And
Yeah.
I'm used to the commute, right? And then I remember you saying, oh yeah, I'm just down the road. I was like, what? So yeah, especially as when we actually met up for coffee, I was walking right past where you were as I'd never been there before. And you were like, Maddy.
I know, I literally screamed down the road at you.
You'd never know that I've lived here for 60
times.
You'd never know that. I won't do anything.
Right, let me get another one of my logos. I just love that everything's just like really handy at the push, like just click a button and there it is. And then in a minute, what we'll do is we'll take some existing templates and we'll do the snazzy little apply brand and get those.
Oh, yes. Yes.
That's like really handy. So what do you use Adobe Express mostly for, Maddy?
Oh, goodness. Lots of things. So I'm using it at the moment because I'm editing a video. So I'm working across Premiere Pro, Rush, and I'm using Express to make title slides. So not because I didn't want too many motion. I get a bit into the motion graphic MoGut template, and I didn't want too much swirl. But I like the fact that I could add the design or some of the badges and things to an Adobe Express image. So I'm using like the presentation template.
Nice.
And so I'm dropping things into that and then bringing it into the video. So there's one I'm working with at the moment, which is just like a ripped paper effect.
Oh,
so
nice.
In Adobe Express, and I've used like the ripped paper side as the like a title, and I'm putting the text on a little bit of text on the other side, but then I'm using motion graphics then in Premiere Pro in the Essential Graphics panel to make that animation of that. But I'm really starting in Express with the image. So
okay. I love how you're like mixing in a bit of everything. That's really like using all sorts.
Yeah, it's good. I'm going to use it for that. I use it for training and things. I think I did a stream probably a couple of months ago now, and how we use Express for trainings and things. But yes, save the dates. I do a lot of save the dates.
Tony's just put in the chat that there's a high chance he's going to be in the diff next week, so maybe we can have a little catch up. That'd be nice.
That'd be lovely. Yeah. Oh, more confetti.
I know. I feel like Adobe Express is like really celebrating me today.
I love it.
It makes me so happy. Okay, so let's find an existing template and we'll try and doing the whole sort of add brand. So let's see, what would be fun to do? We could do like maybe a sale template. So imagining that like we've got a sale on of our chocolate. Let's find one that looks fun.
Yes.
Shout if you see one that you fancy. There's some like video ones on here as well.
Animations and stuff. I like that one that says flash sale up to 50% off in red and like a neon yellowy green. Yeah. Okay. I like the background.
Yeah, that's cool.
Have like, I wonder if it would do blob.
Let's see what it'll do. So we'll just click on apply brand. Oh, nice. So it's updated our font. It's added our logo, but in a color that you can't see. So we would need to update that, but that's fine. So if I just go in and maybe get this one, we could put it up here. And then
Penny has shared, sorry, Liz, Penny has shared in the chat that she used Expresses today for thank you cards and use the flyer.
Nice. That's really nice. That's such a good idea.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to change the background color of this and maybe make it Ooh, nice.
And Sean has use the watermelon one and use pieces of chocolate instead of melon.
Ooh,
that's quite cool.
Yeah, that is cool. I'll go back and have a look at that. I'm going to save this to my templates as well.
I like the font in the back of that, where it's just outlined and there's no, I like that.
Yeah, it's bold, isn't it?
Mm.
It's like, and it takes like seconds to do, which is what's so amazing about it.
We're going to get more confetti, are we?
Yeah.
Does it make a sound effect that you can hear?
It's telling me, I don't know why it's telling me you made your first project, because it's not my first project.
You've done right.
But I'm going to take it. I'm going to take the celebration.
I'm loving the confetti. Yeah.
Where was the watermelon one? Was it in a sale? Let's have another look. See if we can find the watermelon one. I don't think I saw it. Oh, this one. Was it this one?
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Must be.
And then I think let's replace it. And then let's see what we can find if we put in chocolate. We might be able to find some good oh yeah, this could be, oh, I like this one as well. That's not really the sort of chocolate that we are selling though. Let's see. No. Let's see what else we can find. Let's search. Let's search all images because that gives us more options. This is just giving us backgrounds. Might be able to find a nice pattern sort of one. Oh my goodness, this is dangerous looking at all this chocolate after the stream. Oh, I like this one. After the stream, I'm gonna have to go and oh, not sure where it went. Just having a funny little moment. It'll come back, yeah. Here we go. I'll just add the chocolate one in again.
It's quick though, isn't it?
It is really quick, yeah.
Quick.
Yeah, so quick. Did you go to any of the sessions at Max? Or were you were busy entertaining, weren't you?
I was busy. Yeah, we were. I'd launched a big program, so I was really busy with all of the people that I had out there. But yeah, I would love to have gone to one of the labs there. I know Tony did one.
I went to one of Tony's. It was very good. Did you see the feedback that he got? Did you see it? So good.
People write the funniest things, don't they?
They do.
It's just golden. It's so good. No, yeah, it's so good. So for anyone that hasn't been to Max before, if you've not been in person, there are labs. There's so many labs, and obviously virtually you could have signed up. So you probably joined them virtually and joined the virtual version. But in person, you can go in and there's like a massive room set up, with multiple computers and PCs or iPads or whatever, and then you'll learn. So yeah, Uma Korn's put Gandalf. Yeah, that was the content.
That was it. Sexy Gandalf.
So funny.
It was really funny. Love it. Right, I'm just having fun playing around with this and just adjusting some of the colors. I've ended up making it look nothing like the original template, but it's quite nice. I do find that it's nice to have like something to start from. I don't know if anyone else gets sort of like blank page terror, whereas this way, like you've got something, a starting place, and then you can adjust it.
Yeah, having the templates there to remix is just, it's just the best. It is good. I tell you, doing last week, I was in Express doing, I searched under calendar in the templates because it brings up, like those, like a month view where you can see all of the dates. Because I wanted to put some key dates and something to send to people. And instead of typing an email with bullet points of just saying Monday the 10th and Tuesday. Wow. Like, you know, I sent it in Express in a little, I don't know what voice I was doing.
I know, I enjoyed it, whatever it was.
That was Melissa's boring voice. But yeah, so I did a calendar template, and yeah, it worked really nicely. I think I'll use it again. So happy days.
Right, in a minute, let's make some social media posts as well, and then we can schedule them, which is obviously another one of the awesome tools.
Yeah, really cool.
And we could probably, yeah, let's have a look. So let's put in Instagram, see what templates we can remix. I could spend like I got another confetti thing. I could spend a long time just scrolling through all the templates. It's really fun.
Yeah, especially as we get into holiday season now. So absolutely.
Oh, I'm going to start from this one.
Oh, I like that. I like all the pattern in the background.
Yeah. Oh. Don't know why that doesn't want to disappear. Okay, just give it a second. I feel like my Express is having a little bit of a moment.
It's all the confetti. It's tired.
Yeah. Let me refresh it again. Oh dear. It's really celebrating today.
It is.
Right, I'm going to put what's your favorite flavor? And then this can be our social media post.
Very cool. Good dog new regular. This is a cool font.
I actually really like the font.
Yeah, that's really cool. I'm going to use that. What was it? Good dog new. I'm writing that
Dog new. I know the name is pretty funny.
Yeah.
And we can change the outline up here. Oh, let's not go with that. Let's stick with the oh, that's quite nice.
That's cool.
And I think if we just adjust that in the background and make it a bit bigger. And then I'm going to add the logo. Got to have the logo on everything. So I've got 2 different versions of the logo so that I can just have it in the corner on like social posts and stuff.
I like it. Although it's really bothering me that it's so close to the right and not the left.
In the middle. Yeah, you're right. It's not in the center. No, that's a good spot.
I have like twitchy eyes when it comes to, and especially like, you know, I drink out of these Starbucks mugs and there's always something that's up and I can't unsee it.
That's the problem with like being creative and sort of knowing stuff about design is that you can't go through life without sort of like critiquing everything. I saw a really funny thread on, I think it was like on Twitter or Instagram. It was like, what's a thing that because of what you do has like ruined your life? And there was like loads of designers basically being like, I can never look at this without totally freaking out.
There's a Adobe Max community Facebook group that I'm part of, and in there people share these, you know, awful posters and things that they've seen out. And there was one on an office. It looked like a mural had been painted in an office, and it was so confusing about where your eye was meant to go. And they share some really good ones in there. So yeah.
This is cool. So I've managed to change the background. So now it's all nicely on brand. And I'm just going to go to share and schedule. And basically in, you know, like less than sort of half an hour, we've set up our brand. We've made like a whole bunch of templates. Like it just makes the whole sort of process of creating marketing so much quicker.
So much. And I'm looking forward to more confetti.
I know, yeah. I'm going to be sad now if every time I do something on Express, I'm going to be like, hello, where's my confetti? maybe in the chat people can share what their favorite feature is. Oh, and Sean is really helpfully as well, and Annika have shared the boot camp that is happening with Adobe Express, which looks like it's going to be amazing. There's some really great great people. Oh, and Penny says that Express is fast, that's why she's trying to get used to using it. Yeah, definitely. Right, let's just make sure I haven't spelled anything wrong. So I'm going to schedule it to a few different places. Actually, I'm going to add it as a draft, because you know what my absolute fear is that I put something on in a stream and then I forget about it and it actually posts, which could very likely happen. So we've got that set up there. I know, so good. I've started using it a lot, actually. Okay, let's go and have a look at some other templates.
So what kind of template are you looking for right now? What are you looking to share?
Right, what have we got? So we've done like our sort of quote, what's your favorite flavor? We've got a sale one, maybe like a new product, like, or new in maybe would be a good one. Let's see what we can find. Maybe if I put in new in.
Yeah.
We'll see what comes up. Oh, this is fun.
They've got new. Oh, well, that's cool.
Yeah, I like that. Let's try that one.
Have you thought about doing an infographic which says something like Boca Choc, and then like some selling messages about it, like tastes?
Yeah, great idea. Let's
tastes like.
We could also like Penny, inspired by Penny. I think it was Penny. We could go and have a look at the flyers as well, because I don't know. I think it's still quite fun to hand out in-person flyers. My Express is having a bit of a moment today. Oh, this is really fun. I really like this. I can never spell on these streams. I always forget. And I'm guessing that in America, is it flavor without a U? I'm guessing it probably is.
Yeah, no U over there. No. Yeah, this is cool. What font's this? This is
This one is, let's have a look. Copal Solid. Yeah, standard solid. You can make notes of them all.
I am. Well, do you know what? I'm using Montserrat way too much. And so I need to it was Wonder. What's the other one? Wanderlust? Wonder.
Oh, I can't remember what it was already. No, it was something. It had dog in it. Oh, you mean the other one that we used just now?
Good Dog New. Regular. Yeah, I've written that. So I put that one down. So I stopped using Montserrat. But the other one was that one. I think it was called Wanderlust or Wanderlass.
Maybe.
But that was the other font. And they're like my go-to fonts. I need to stop. I step away from the font.
I wonder who comes up with names for them. They're so funny.
Yeah.
It's great being able to just quickly rearrange the layers down here as well. Ooh. Having to do a lot of reloading today.
Yeah.
Sean says we don't talk about spelling here. Yeah, let's not talk about spelling. The thing that's comforted me is that I think even in the keynote, someone or maybe it was in Sneaks, in something, someone made a spelling mistake, and I was like, yes, it's not just me.
It was in the demo, and it was between a couple of people. Yeah, I saw. I mean, it happens, especially when you're live.
Yeah, totally.
Especially when you're live. Yeah.
The pressure of the pressure. Right, let's see if this image is going to work without breaking my Adobe Express.
That chocolate looks.
I know, good. Right? Fun. I like how these are coming. Right, let's schedule this one, and then let's go and have a look for an infographic template.
But do you need to put what flavor is? Because you just said new flavor.
But well, I was thinking that I'd put it in the comments, or what would be really good actually is to do a carousel post where we announce like the new flavor. Let's do that.
Yeah, I like the fact that you're not necessarily including it in that image because it adds the mystery.
Yeah, and well, with carousel posts, you want people to scroll, don't you? So that they, you know, like, so it increases engagement. So that's a good option. Come up with a chocolate flavor for me, Maddy. What's our new chocolate flavor going to be? Something.
Ooh. Does it have to be original? It can't be something like Tutti Frutti or.
Yeah, we could go with Tutti Frutti. Would it be Tutti Frutti in milk, dark, or white?
Ooh. Tutti Frutti milk. It has to be milk chocolate if you're adding Tutti Frutti to it.
Okay, nice. Tutti Frutti milk. I like it.
Yes. Bliss says, worse is when you've completed something and you're all proud and giddy about it, and then days later you notice a spelling error.
Oh, that is the worst. Yeah.
Yes. Although, do you know what? Something worse than that, I would say that I had this recently, and oh my goodness, I've never been so distraught working in the wrong layer.
That is
in fresco. I'd drawn over. Oh my gosh, I'd drawn a face, and I was meant to have the outline in one layer, and then I started coloring it in another layer, and it was the wrong. Oh my gosh, honestly, it took me. I had to go. Honestly, it was awful.
So you know what I'm going to do on this one? I'm going to get this image of some chocolate, and I'm going to remove the background so that it can just like sit in the corner.
Nice. And Bliss actually has given us a good suggestion here that we should use the ruby chocolate, the pink chocolate.
Oh, yes.
Oh, Bliss has said, #team wrong layer. We rock. I know my own. Oh.
I feel like we've demoed like almost every feature of Adobe Express today, which is fun.
We've gone through everything.
Which was the pink? Hang on, was it in?
Oh, there's Elvis.
Ooh, look at this as well. This is fun. I remove the background on here. I honestly, it blows my mind how quickly the remove background thing works as well.
It's quick, isn't it?
Okay, so we've got our new flavor, Tutti Frutti milk, and then let's do another page saying when it's launching. Launching November 6th. What's your favorite chocolate, Maddy?
Oh, that's a good question. I think it's got to be a milk chocolate. I'm a dairy milk fan.
Yeah, me too. I'm with you.
I know there's loads of different types, but I'm really traditional in that way. Like I just, yeah, I like that. Nothing too fancy. Like, you know, I just like the dairy milk.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm not a dark. I feel like I'm not a proper grown up. I haven't graduated to dark chocolate.
Although I tell you what's nice, I had some dark chocolate with chili in it. And I only have a little bit at a time, so it's good for you because I don't know about you, but if I start eating a bar of dairy milk chocolate, I could eat the whole bar.
Yeah.
So the chocolate with chili in it is probably a little safer, so I go for little bits at a time.
So I've been saving all of these to my let's think of Maddy again. I've been saving all of these to my library and to my template. So now if I go back into my Choc library, you'll see here it's got like a thumbnail of everything. Again, I can invite you. So I could invite you to be a collaborator and to be able to, I can either invite you to like view it or to edit it. So if we were working together, you would be able to edit it. But then if you go in here, you'll see all of my templates are there. So I could just go create from. So, I mean, you could, whatever your business is, you could set up a whole bunch of templates so that every time you come in, like you're keeping things really consistent. So I actually did a talk for Adobe Max about this, about keeping your branding consistent using Adobe Express. So yeah, it's a virtual one, so people can find it. But yeah, if you've got all your templates set up, then that just makes it so easy for you. And then, so all your templates are there, and then your assets are all over here. So you can see any images that you've uploaded. And then in your brand kit, you've got all of your logos. And so between the brand kit and the library and the templates, you've kind of got everything that you need to make really consistent designs, which is so handy. So let's head back over and see if we can find, let's see what infographics we can find, because I think that would be really fun to create. Ah, Melanie's here. Hi, Melanie.
Hi, Melanie.
Oh, yeah. Okay, let's have a look. See. Oh, I like these from my Adobe Max sessions. That's fun. They had some really nice Adobe Max templates as well.
Yeah, they do. And I think they got lots of people infographics. So when people introduce themselves, it's like the person in the middle with all of the dots coming out, with all the different speech bubbles and things. This is very on brand for you as well, actually. Look at that.
Yeah, so I was just thinking, you can just apply the brand, and then we would just go through, obviously it's not, some interesting facts about chocolate, and then we could just create this infographic. And actually, I think this would work really well for like a blog post, or really good on Pinterest as well. Oh, hang on, I've lost my, let me just find it in the layers. Get this up to the top. So yeah, anyway, I think we are close to the end of our stream. It's gone so fast.
I know. You've created how many assets in this stream?
I know. I think we've done like 6 templates. We've scheduled posts. We've got our brand kit set up. Yeah, I mean,
that's the background of images. Most of the features in the press have been used.
I know.
Plus, you've made us all want chocolate.
Yeah, sorry about that, everybody. Yeah. Anyway, this would need a little bit of playing around, but you can see how you could take this template, and then you could, just make it about chocolate instead of about bank holidays, which is what it was about. So I would just go through and change all of these little graphics and update the text. But again, I'm not having to start from a blank template, from a blank page. The layout, the sort of, like the hierarchy is all there for me to use. So I'm going to save this one to my templates ready for me to use later and work on more. And then, yeah, I think
I've loved all the confetti. I wasn't expecting confetti. There it is.
Me neither. I feel like Adobe Express is celebrating me today. So.
I do. I almost feel like we need to continue this theme, and where I'm going to get some biodegradable confetti, and when we meet for coffee,
we'll just throw it around. Every time someone does something good, we'll just be like, woohoo, party.
This will be our thing now.
I know. Confetti.
Confetti in Cardiff.
Yeah,
that should be an Express post that we.
That should be our brand, Maddy. We've just come up with this. Okay, we'll chat about this later.
Confetti in Cardiff. Oh my gosh! Right, Melanie, we'll book it in. This is another stream. Confetti in Cardiff. Yes. Oh my goodness. Well, the fun continues. It's Friday. I don't think it's Friday today, by the way. How quickly has this week gone?
So fast.
Hasn't it? I think the clock's changes really messed with all our brains slightly. But we're back on Monday. And on Monday, I'm going to be with David Cousins. And Dave and I are going to be drawing faces in fresco. So if you're looking to, pick up some great tips from Dave, then he is going to be showing me where I went wrong, drawing some faces along the way, but also we'll just be learning some great tips because his drawing skills are just top notch. So.
Amazing. I can't wait for that. And also I'll be back next Friday with my regular half-hour Adobe Express stream. But it's been so fun having you hosting me this week. I really enjoyed it.
It is so lovely. And I love the fact that, as I said earlier, you're down the road. So now we need to have, oh my gosh, confetti coffees in Cardiff.
And chocolate. Yes.
And chocolate. I'm loving the alliteration.
We've got it.
We're going to brand this now.
Perfect.
So good. All right, everybody. Well, thank you all for getting involved. It's been really lovely to see you all in the chat again. So much chat, so much, so much input. So it's really great to see you all. And yeah, have an amazing weekend. And we'll see you same time on Behance. And if you're watching on YouTube, come over to Behance, as that's where we'll be on Monday. All right. Have a great one. See you soon, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Master of the sun, memories falling on concrete, leaving no behind. Now you swear to be my enemy, victim of your cards. I'm running in the dark, I venture into nothing. Gone into the night, won't you come and hold my hand? Master of the sun, master of the sun.